Hello everyone, my name is Miklos and I'll be presenting the opportunity execution project of SportUP, an application that we've been developing for the last couple of weeks. So what is SportUP exactly? It's a smartphone app which helps you to join a sports game in the shortest possible way. It has 4 different steps, from finding a place nearby you to play sports, then finding people with the same interest in sports, then join a game, finally give and receive feedback after a game. So let me just explain you what problem are we solving through a personal story that I experienced. I'm an international student here in Denmark, and what happened when I arrived at it, I didn't know anybody. And even though I was as an active person, I like to play sports, I just find myself not playing them because I didn't know who to team up with. I started to look for different solutions. What's the platform where I can look for people who are in the same position as I am? And it turns out that there are very few good solutions, and people are so desperate that they even go to couchsurfing and post a forum thread to organize games. Couchsurfing is definitely not the platform for finding a sports buddy, so I figured that there has to be a better way, and this is where we come in. So SportUP is for you if you don't know anybody to play sports with, or you would like to make new connections through sports. Finally, if you would like to find out your level. The solution is the application that I'm gonna present next. Okay, so here we are. We prepared a mock-up of the application by using a program called SportUP, which is pretty cool. I recommend to everyone. It's free out until 10 screens, which was enough for us. What you can see here now is just the opening screen, the screen you would see if you open the application for the first time. You can sign up with first your email, password, or with Facebook. I'm gonna choose the Facebook option. So then what you see here is a setup screen where you can put your name, your age, your gender, and you have a limited selection of sports. I click next and I see my profile, which is incomplete, but soon you'll see how you can fill it out. First, just find places to play sports. What you can see here is a map with different pins that show you the facilities where you can play your favorite sports. So you can filter these results by clicking on these drop down boxes and then click on a drop to see what games are going on there. As you can see here, the pop-up windows appears with the description of the event and then how many people are they looking for. There are 2 empty spots, so I add myself, and then I'll just can add myself by clicking on an empty spot and just attending the game. I have the opportunity also to have a conversation with all the other players that are going. So the idea is that after a game you would just go back to the application and give feedback to the players you play with. You have a pre-set up screen with all the names, and first what you can do is just add them as friends by clicking on this symbol, and then a score box appears next to their name where you can click and add different rates from 1 to 5 and also select the most valuable player. Okay, as I click done, now you can see a profile which is more or less completed. You can see the sports that I selected, my level, which is the average of the ratings that others gave to me. Also, here are my achievements, and the idea is that in this part is really important. I can share these with other people through Facebook. At the bottom, the list of people I'm in contact with, And this can be really useful when I look for people, because then I can see at the top my friends, and if what is going on with them. If there is a drop next to their name, that means that they are attending a sports um, event. So next to my name, if I click to the drop, I can see the event that I just joined a couple of seconds ago. So also here you can pre-filter the results by sports level, age, and search for specific people by typing their name. So if I want to contact them, I can just jump to their profile and then send them a message. But also by clicking on the drop next to them, I can just see what's game of they are they joining, and I can just add myself next to them and then go through the same process that I showed you before. Okay, now we are back at the Prezi, and I will continue this presentation by presenting our team. Our team is called Valar Morghulis. We have a common passion for Game of Thrones, and it's composed of 3 members. Me, myself, Miklos. I'm studying innovation management here in Denmark, and I founded another startup company, which is a promising one. We'll see how it goes. I hope you will hear from us in the future. Before this course, I met with Christina, who also shares a passion for both Game of Thrones and entrepreneurship. So we figured it's a good idea to join this course together. Then we have Emilia, who just contacted us during the beginning of this course, and since she had relevant knowledge for our idea, we decided to include her. On top of that, we also have a mentor who we contacted during the finding a mentor assignment, and he has a background also in software development, so that's relevant for us. Okay, sales and marketing strategy. So we prepared a couple of things that we could use to test, and we did these tests using different platforms and methods like our personal network and the forum of this course itself. I'm gonna go through the things that we prepared to test different assumptions we had about our end customers. One is a questionnaire which really tapped into questions that could reveal the need for an application like this. Then we prepared a landing page where people could sign up with their emails, and then we use these emails to follow up interviews and questions. Lastly, we prepared the mockup which I presented to you before, and we use this to really present our product in the best possible way to customers, so their feedback can be relevant for us, and to kind of test different ideas of features we would use and whether or not these are really things that they would need. Partnerships and distributions. So our idea is just to start with a small scale, kind of prove the concept, and then scale it up if it's proven to be right. We are university students, and we figured that it would be a good approach to start in a campus like this. What we have here in Aalborg is that every new semester a lot of international students are coming in. They have a welcome week, and we could have an agreement with the university to promote our applications to these new students. So the way I see it, it's a win situation for everyone. The students can find a way to get in touch with other people with the same interest in sports and be more active. The university is hopefully looking for the benefit of their students, and we as a startup company can grow, of course. Then another partners, once we have this customer base which have this love for sports in common, we can have sportswear companies promoting or in our site or having a sponsorship agreement. The idea of distribution of this app is really based on Facebook sharing. Before, when I presented the application, I just explained that it's really important to have different achievements and make them able to share on Facebook. So this is where that importance comes in, because once people start to share on their wall that they were selected as best players, because we assume that we are proud of these achievements and they would like their friends to know it. So what happens is that simultaneously they are promoting our app to other people who haven't signed up yet, and we can reach this without really expending any marketing money. So cost and revenues. I used here the screenshot that I took from our business canvas, and these are our rough estimations of the first year of operation. As you can see, the biggest chunk of cost is initially application development and marketing. Then our revenue streams are, initially the idea is just to release the app in the App Store for 99 cents. In the future, we can also look for an agreement with sports facility owners. We would show their facilities on our app, and we would take a commission after every time one of our users rent their facility. Then, as a final revenue stream, we have the already mentioned sportswear company. Okay, so now moving on to the final part where I explain about risk and funding. What we have here as risk is something that I call social network trap. And this means that in order for an idea like this to work, we would need a minimum amount of people using it. It's really difficult to overcome this initial gap that we have from 0 users to 100 users, let's say. Then there are many similar ideas because this is such a natural concept to connect people to sports. It's true that a lot of these solutions lack a good interface and they don't have some of the cool features we would add, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't add these in the future. Also, I don't think there is anything we can patent with this idea. What we can patent, though, metaphorically speaking, is our users by reaching them out first. About funding, we are thinking about startup competitions initially. We don't have much capital required in the beginning. Then, if we manage to get some initial users, we would approach business accelerators or angels perhaps. So with that, I finished our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you like the concept, and please make sure you visit our website. You can leave your mail, and so we can just contact you about our updates, and we really need more feedback, I think. Good luck to all of you with your projects, and have a